Hey there, Todd Falcone. Welcome to toddfalcone.com. Wanted to say a quick thank you to all of you that grabbed a copy of my Insider Secrets to Recruiting Professionals course this past week. If you don't know what that is, you can always go to insidersecretstorecruiting.com and check that out. And okay, so check this out. So the title of today's video, how to put more people into your business without ever sponsoring anybody, or whatever the title is, you get the title. Here's the thing. Now, I'm not suggesting don't recruit people and don't personally sponsor people on your front line. That's something that we should all be doing, leading by example for, because here's the thing, your organization is going to be watching you and they're going to do exactly what it is that you're doing. If they see you doing something, they're going to duplicate that. That's just the way that works. So, but here's the thing, and I do know that a lot of people don't really think about this, and the power that you have when you actually do this in terms of dramatically growing the size of your organization, the quantity of volume, the numbers of people, the size of your check, the size of everybody's check. And that has everything to do with really taking a look at your organization on a consistent basis. I think a lot of people, I don't think I know. How do I know? Well, it kind of takes one to know one. I've done it myself. I've been in the business for an awful long time. I've made mistakes. I've done things the right way. And here's the thing. As you're growing a group, you have to look past just the people that you're working with on your front line and maybe their people. You have to really be looking for pockets of activity, pockets of business, things that are going on that, you may not even be aware of. In fact, in many cases, people are totally unaware of things that are going on. Now, of course, this has everything to do with the size of your organization. So if your group's 5 people, you kind of know what's going on in your group. But here's the thing. As you grow a bigger organization, couple hundred, 300, 500, 1,000, it's very important for you to be looking at what's going on throughout the entire organization, no matter how deep people may be, and regardless of what type of compensation plan that you're working in, unilevel, breakaway, binary, whatever. So the thing is, you're looking for people who are taking specific actions and creating results within the organization. So, for example, I'm not going to turn my camera and get up and do this right now, but I have a huge whiteboard right here that takes up really most of my wall in my office. Now, if I'm growing an organization, I'm literally writing down who those people are, who are the action takers, the doers, the people that are making things happen. And the reason I do that rather than just rely, like over here my computer is, on looking at the genealogy that's printed out. When you have a genealogy, it's great. You can kind of go through it and see what's going on, but you got to click down to the next level, click down to the next level, and kind of have to modify some stuff just to be able to consistently keep your eyeballs on things that are going on. So here's a very big tip for you on massively growing your group without actually personally sponsoring anybody. Again, I'm not saying don't do that. Please do that. That's something you definitely want to be doing. But go through your genealogy and take some notes, and you might identify, wow, here's a person. I remember a guy, Joe, that I met who was on my 7th level years and years and years ago, and I was going through the organization. I had no idea who this guy was. And he had sponsored, I think, like 30 some odd people personally frontline. I'm like, who is this dude? I got to meet this guy. And I picked up the phone. I called him. I said, Joe, Todd Falcone here. Listen, I'm way up in the upline in the organization in Company X. And I just want to say hi, introduce myself to you. If there's anything that I can ever do to assist you, to work with you, to help you, happy to do so. Now, I ended up working with this guy a ton. We're still friends today. And what's interesting is this guy was he was on my, I think he was on my 6th or 7th level, so pretty much out of my pay line. Why in the world would I want to work with somebody that's out of my pay line? Well, in other words, I don't get paid on most of the business that he does because it's so deep in the organization and that particular compensation plan. Why would somebody ever do that? Because I believe in building stability in an organization, because if somebody between he and I falls out, that's going to roll up, and somebody else may fall out and that's going to roll up, and that happens. And what I've done in that case is I've built rock solid stability in that organization. So the way you grow your organization big without actually personally sponsoring people, again, I'm not saying don't do it, definitely do it, is by looking at your group, looking at pockets of activity, identifying who those people are, and working with those people. And so how do you know who you're going to work with? Well, you look at it and see who's doing the activity, who's creating the result. You look at your genealogy in your computer, and I will put it up on a whiteboard. So you got your key people that may be strewn throughout your entire organization that are up on your whiteboard, because now when I'm working throughout the day, all I got to do is turn, and I got that list right in front of me on my whiteboard. It's right there in front of me. Rather than, oh, who was the guy that was down on my 13th level, that was I can't even remember the person's name. You're trying to find him or her in the genealogy. I'm just telling you, work with your people, find the pockets of activity, and start focusing time and attention. That's really where most of your money is going to be made, and most of your growth happens is in depth. That's where most of your leaders are going to be found, and that's the tip for the day. So go out and do that. This is Todd Falcone. We'll see you on another video soon. Have a great day. Bye.